Hi, I'm Aline Alexander Newman, and I am a retired teacher and a freelance writer. I'm the author of 7 National Geographic animal books for kids, and because of that, Julie asked me if I would like to share a fun activity for kids and adults to do together. So I'm going to tell you about creating a nature museum. If you have a spare bookcase or a couple of empty shelves, the kids can use them to display their treasures, and they can label them. But if you don't have that, and we don't, just find a good-sized box with a lid. We use a plastic one, and they can store their finds in there. Then go for a walk. We are fortunate enough to have a 3-season Adirondack camp surrounded by woods and water. But even if you live in the city, you are surrounded by nature of a different type. Or you can go for a park, go to the park. So wander around and just look for things. Most days you won't find anything. But if you keep your eyes open, one of those days you'll be pleasantly surprised. Here are a few of the treasures our 5 and 8-year-old grandchildren have found. We've been doing this for 2 years, so they have quite a lot of feathers. I think this one came from a turkey vulture. The down ones, probably like this, probably came from ducks. Here's a blue jay feather. And here's a wing from a butterfly or a moth. Our grandchildren found both halves of this mussel shell in the water right by our dock. These bits came from a wasp's nest, a paper wasp. They saved some rocks that they thought were pretty in special colors or especially smooth. Our 8-year-old grandson likes this one the best because it's a fossil. Probably our most unusual find was this deer antler. A robin's nest. A beetle missing 2 legs. An assortment of tree nuts. An acorn complete with an oak leaf. A black walnut. A hickory nut. If you look close, you can see the segments. A hickory nut with the husk still on, and a hickory nut with the husk removed. My favorite is the seed pod from a horse chestnut tree. Some people call them buckeye balls. Don't get too carried away trying to identify your finds, because it can be really difficult. We look things up in our guidebooks, and we sometimes search on Google. But take that beetle, for instance. There are over 300,000 species of beetles, so there's no way we could narrow that down. And identification isn't the point of the activity. The purpose is to nurture a love of nature in our grandchildren and to share with them an adventure of discovery. Now this year, we haven't been able to see our grandchildren much because of this miserable pandemic. But we still keep our eyes open for things in nature. And then we share them on FaceTime. They recently showed me a beautiful Luna moth that they found in their backyard and a baby snapping turtle that they found when on a walk with their parents. The same week that they found the baby snapping turtle, I found a snapping turtle nest full of empty shells. Before the turtles hatched, the shells looked like rubbery ping pong balls. To come up with other ideas of fun things you can do with the kids you love, please check out Julie Lavender's upcoming book, 365 Ways to show love to a child. It's coming out in October. Thank you.